I don't know how I didn't talk about this last week because I actually really like the movie, but there is a Scott Pilgrim anime in the works from Netflix. Now, I I don't like Netflix's release model. As someone who tends to watch seasonal content, I'm taking a break right now. Probably won't ever get back into like all the seasonals I was watching before, but as someone who likes to watch seasonal content, I really don't like the way that Netflix handles their anime release model. So typically, anime watchers will like to watch stuff week to week as it's actually made. This allows for a hype, like basically there'd be hype for the entire run of the series. Whereas if you just upload it all at once, what ends up happening there is the hype's there for like maybe 1, 2, maybe a week. But after that, everyone's just forgotten it existed. Like Stone Ocean, for example. No one's talking about Stone Ocean right now, but if Stone Ocean aired like one episode a week, we'd I think it'd still be airing actually. No, we've done with the season, so it would have finished like maybe 2 weeks ago. But still, it would have been like in people's minds for 3 months. I didn't hear anyone talk about it like after the first couple of days. Same with Bucky, for example. Like, no one talked about Bucky after it initially released because it just all dropped at once. So, if this does happen, when this does happen, if it's any good, I hope they do a weekly model, but I want to know what ends up actually happening here. Like I've never read the source material for Scott Pilgrim, so I don't really know what else is out there, but I like the movie, so I'm excited for it. Also I wouldn't be excited for it if I didn't know who was actually animating it. So this is a series that's going to be by Science Saru. Now, they say, oh, they did some episodes of Star Wars Visions, and yeah, they did, but that's also the least important thing they've ever done. Science Saru has not a massive history, at least in conventional anime, but they do have a history. So, Devilman Crybaby, which is a fucking banger. I love Devilman Crybaby. If you haven't seen Devilman Crybaby, I recommend that you stop what you're doing right now and you go and watch it. They did Ping Pong the animation back in 2014, which also absolute banger. Recommend you go watch Ping Pong. It looks really weird if you've never seen the Ping Pong anime. It's very strange. Yeah, here we go. Just this sort of shows off how weird the animation is, but watching ping pong actually happen, like, it's not like any sports anime you've ever seen before. If you only watch one sports anime, so you make it be ping pong. True though. But besides that, they've done Nihon Shinbotsu 2020, which is Japan Sinks. Kimi to Nami ni Noretara, Ride Your Way, which I haven't seen. Obviously Star Wars Vision stuff. But the most important thing, which I think actually relates to what they can do with Scott Pilgrim, is Ezoken. This is basically about like an anime club, and it's fucking weird because as they are making the anime, like half the episode is spent inside like the characters' crazy imagination, like exploring this world that they're creating in their minds. So I think because they've done such a great job with this, I am I am hopeful that they can just make this really good. We don't know really anything about it at this point from what I know, but I don't want to say I'm excited for it, but I am certainly interested in seeing it happen. And I'm much more hopeful for a anime adaptation than a live action adaptation. Now, it's a question of whether they're doing a movie or a series. If they do a movie, I don't know. It may just be a mess, and they may just not really explain anything, or not really get too deep into any of the world. If they make a series, though, if they make a series, I I'm going to be watching it. Like, regardless, I will watch it. I just don't know what it's going to be like. And I'm hopeful with the studio, but that's about as far as it goes.